LA Noire came out on May 17th, 2011 on the PS3 and Xbox 360, which later will get remastered and would have an Xbox One and PS4 version to the game. Now, after my GTA 5 video, I did say that I was not going to get another Rockstar game Platinum for a very long time. Well, I lied. If you guys didn't already know, I'm currently majoring in criminal justice in college, and when I saw that you can be a detective in this game, I couldn't possibly resist. Thankfully, Rockstar back in 2011 wasn't as heavy as they were with the Platinum grind, as if you were to play Red Dead 2 or GTA 5. LA Noire on PSN profiles is rated a 4 out of 10 difficulty and takes around 35 hours to fully platinum, which honestly is very easy for a Rockstar game. The first step is to get the main story completed and get every case 5-star rating, which sounds easy but is very tedious when a lot of the cases take at least an hour or half an hour each. And then after that, we have to get the basic cleanup and get all the collectibles to obtain 100% completion. In LA Noire, you play as Detective Phelps, and obviously Los Angeles. You start off as just a normal police officer, and after playing for a while, you start to work your way up through the different desks. There are a total of 5 desks. You can start off in the patrol desk, and then work your way up all the way to Homicide or even Arson. Each desk has up to 4 to 6 different cases you need to solve, and for this trophy, all we had to do was complete every case in the first desk, the patrol desk. Oh, we're detectives now. I bet we're detectives now. Police Academy. Complete all cases on the patrol desk. There's our first trophy. There we go. This next trophy is practically unmissable. There's a neat feature in this game where you can find clues by observing items, and if you unlock a clue, it'll show the clue on the left side of your screen. Now this trophy was unlocked by just picking up a clue and inspecting it. One for the file. Okay, we got a trophy for that. Find and inspect the clue as an LAPD detective or investigator. W. So after we found our first clue, we had to go look for our suspects, and we arrived to the Henry residence, where we need to question and find clues about the disappearance of our victim. And while we did that, we unlocked another trophy for completing an inspection puzzle, which surprisingly they didn't use this concept that much in this, which was a little disappointing. The plot thickens. Find and solve an inspection puzzle. There we go. So as we all know, this game is the origins from the doubt memes. If you know, you know. Well, the concept that meme was created from was the interrogation system they added into the game, where you can either select truth, doubt, or accuse. Truth and doubt is either a good cop or bad cop choice, while when you accuse, you are accusing them of lying, and you need evidence to back up your accusation. That's when the next trophy comes in, where we successfully accuse someone of a lie and provide evidence. The straight dope. Use evidence to prove a lie as an LAPD detective or investigator. Oh shit, she's lying. In these cases, we have a 5-star rating, which we have to 5-star all 26 cases, including the DLC cases. And there are a lot of factors when it comes to 5-starring a case. You first off need to find all clues and get every interview response right, which in one case there is usually 15 to 20 each of those. The third degree. Correctly branch every question or every interview in a single story case. There we go, we got Golden Boy. Clear case finding every clue as an LAPD detective or investigator. Let's go. And then you also need to not crash into anything and get no damage on your car, and you also can't hit any civilians or that will greatly affect your score. Oh my god, the up and up. Complete a story case with a 5-star rating. There we go, we got 3 trophies there. Oh my god. Some specific cases also have certain objectives you need to complete to get a certain trophy. For example, this next trophy, you need to examine the knife in a trash can to find a new lead on the case, and that will award you a trophy, and there are plenty of trophies like this in the game, but we'll get to that later. There we go, we got stab right. There isn't specifically side quests in LA Noire, but they do have these little side activities called street crimes, where if you are in a police car and you wait a little bit, you'll get a call for a crime that's happening, whether it's a shooting or someone robbing someplace, and there are a total of 40 of them in the game, which later on you need to get all 40 to get 100%, but for this trophy we only need 1. A cop on every corner, there we go. Just a disclaimer, the trophy count going forward won't be right for the next few trophies, because I completely forgot it counts as DLC trophies, but the count will be back to normal in a few clips. This next trophy requires us to tail somebody and not get caught. These are honestly pretty annoying to do, and it's practically an unmissable trophy because you can't get caught or else it'll restart you from a checkpoint. We got the shadow. This next trophy, also unlocked by itself, all we had to do was go over 80 miles per hour and keep the needle above that for more than 10 seconds, which just happened naturally, I'm not gonna lie. There we go. We got lead foot, keep the needle above 80 miles per hour for more than 10 seconds while driving. There we go. So just like earlier, I mentioned we have 5 desks: patrol, traffic, homicide, vice, and arson. We finished the patrol desk earlier, which was just basically us before we were even detectives. Now we finished the traffic desk, which required us to solve hit and run cases and missing vehicle cases, which actually took quite a while to get done. Paid with good intentions. Complete all cases on the traffic desk. So we are onto the homicide desk now. And if you don't know what a homicide is, it's basically another word for murder. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really like this desk because it felt a lot like the cases were repetitive. But that's not the point. This trophy was unlocked by getting one of our suspects to give us address for address of another victim. There we go, we got round heels. At the Bomba Club, get Dick McCole to give up the license plate. So something I will say about this game is that for a 2011 game, it's very detailed. That's why Rockstar is one of the best video game companies in the world. But whenever you are in a chase with your car, your partner can climb out the window and shoot out their tires. If your partner successfully shoots out their tires, you get a trophy for it. Traffic stop. Disable a suspect vehicle with help from your partner. So one of the most time-consuming things in this game is you have to collect 95 different cars and drive them. And the only reason why it's difficult is because you honestly can't tell the difference between most cars. A lot of them do look the same, but there are 3 different trophies for this one. One is to collect 15 cars, another is to collect 40. But for this trophy, we unlocked 15 cars, and that's how we unlocked it. We got auto enthusiast. There we go. Same concept with our partner being able to shoot out tires, except for this one, whenever you are on a foot chase and you start to get close enough, it'll show a button to where if you spam it, you will be able to run faster, and then you will be able to tackle him. I honestly really like this feature, and it's honestly kind of a shame that a lot of people you chase in this game are faster than you, so half the time you won't be able to even tackle them. There we go, we got Asphalt Jungle. So the brawling system in the game is honestly very fun. It's a lot like GTA 5's brawling system where you can press square to dodge and X to punch. But for this trophy, all we are required to do is basically not get hit, which will keep our hat on, which is what we need to do in order to get this trophy. Keep a lid on. Complete a brawl without losing your hat as an LAPD detective. We are about halfway done with the main story and we have a lot of trophies, I'm not gonna lie. But after a while of not playing the game, considering there's a lot of stuff going on in my life, we finally finished the homicide desk, and it honestly took me a week. But I didn't really enjoy it since it was so repetitive and took so long. Each case took at least an hour and a half to do, and not only that, you had to go around the map and find different letters to go find the Black Dahlia killer, which took another 2 hours. This whole section was just a pain to do, but here's our trophy. The simple art of murder. So this next trophy was a little bit of a hard one. Earlier we got a trophy for just tailing someone without being spotted, and while we did that we were able to take cover or go incognito. But for this one we have to not get spotted, but we can't take cover or go incognito, so I won't lie, it took a few tries to do. There we go, we got the moose. Just like the last trophy, it's a case specific trophy, and considering that since the beginning of the game I've been going for the 5-star on each case, this one was basically unmissable. All we had to do is get someone to give up the Marines involved in a heist, and that was unlocked by just interrogating him. The Fighting Six, there we go. In LA Noire, there are things called intuition points. You can have a total of 5 of them, and every time you level up you get at least 1. What these points are used for is whenever you are in a crime scene, for example, you can use an intuition point and reveal all the clues in the area. Or if you use one during an interrogation, you can either remove an answer, which will leave you with only 2 options to choose from, or you can ask the community, which just shows a percentage of what people chose, and this trophy requires us to use 4 intuition points in a single interview. There we go, we got the hunch. So while there's a lot of detective work, there's also a lot of guns and blazing, where for this next trophy all we had to do was shoot 30 bad guys in the head, and this trophy came along just naturally playing the game. Wooden overcoats bring down a total of 30 bad guys with headshots. We just got done with our second to last desk, the vice desk, and if you don't know what vice means, it basically means that we are investigating illegal narcotics, and it was mostly morphine in our case. But we were on to the next desk, and it's the arson desk, and we got our trophy for completing the vice desk. No rest for the wicked, complete all cases on the vice desk, let's go. I didn't mention earlier that there is another way of stopping someone when they flee on foot. All you have to do is point your gun at them for about 5 seconds and it will put you into a cutscene where you shoot your gun in the air and the person will stop running, and whenever you do that you get a trophy for it. Not so hasty, stop a fleeing suspect with a warning shot as an LAPD detective, let's go. Just like a trophy we got earlier, the description of the trophy is, at Elysian Fields, outwit Leland Monroe when discussing his developments or advertising campaign. This basically means to get all the questions right in our interview with him, and then we will get the trophy. There we go, we got Huckster. Just like every game to ever exist, there is a ranking system in this game. And all we have to do is achieve maximum rank for this trophy, which took us about all the way till the end of the story mode to get while getting the 5-star cases. The brass, achieve maximum rank, there we go. This next trophy just happened by playing the game, and all we had to do was kill 100 bad guys and we got the trophy pretty easily. Dead men are heavier, shoot and kill a total of 100 bad guys, let's go. So we are almost done with the main story. We have mostly inspected all the clues and got almost 5-star cases on every case, except a few. But for this trophy, all we had to do was inspect 95% of the clues that we got unlocked just by going for 100% completion. Magpie, find and inspect 95% of all clues, dope. Now this next trophy was a little tricky, and I'm pretty sure there was a missable aspect of it, but I got very lucky. We had to kill a bad guy with at least one type of every gun in the game, and there's at least like 7 or 8 different types. And at first it had me worried because I didn't want to miss a gun at a certain section of the game, but I was honestly worried for no reason. This trophy will unlock by itself. Roscoe and friends, kill at least one bad guy with every gun, there we go. After what seems like an eternity and around 20 hours of cases, we finally finished all the desks. And we only have 5-star on 23 out of the 26 cases. This was honestly a fun game, but I feel like some of the quests were way too long, and I also didn't realize I can fast travel. So I basically wasted a lot of time, but here's our trophy for completing the arson desk. Moth to a flame, complete all cases on the arson desk. So now that we have completed the main story and got most of the cases 5-star, we are moving on to the second step where we need to 100% complete the game. The first step to doing that is to complete all the street crimes, which I mentioned earlier, and how each case has a different free roam section and each case has at least 10 different street crimes we need to do. So that's what these next 2 trophies are. So now that we have completed every street crime, we need to find 30 different landmarks, which we already had 15 of them just by playing the game, so the other 15 was a piece of cake to get. All we had to do was have our partner drive there and we would get a landmark. But here's our trophy for that. Star map, discover all landmarks, locations around the city, nice. So earlier in the very beginning, we got a trophy for getting 5 cars unlocked, and I have been dreading these next 2 trophies for a while. But now we have to unlock all 95 cars. That means we have to find 15 hidden vehicles around the map, and then we have to drive around and hopefully get into a car that we haven't already been in. This next trophy we got for unlocking 40 cars. Auto collector, drive 40 different vehicles, let's go. And I also forgot to mention that whenever I couldn't find a vehicle where it says it would be, I would have to exit the game and go back right in, and let's just say I did that about 50 times, and it wasn't very fun. This vehicle before I unlocked the last trophy alone took me about an hour to find because it just would not spawn. Oh my god, finally, Auto Fanatic, drive every vehicle in the city, thank god. This next trophy, we are required to drive a total of 194 miles in the game, and this happened over time by just playing the game. I'm so happy I didn't know about the fast travel aspect until the end because I would have been sitting here driving for hours, just for a trophy that could have been done just by playing naturally. Miles on the clock, drive more than 194 miles, there we go. This next trophy is called Public Menace, and what it requires us to do is rack up $47,000 in damages in a single case. Now while I was actually going for the trophy before this one, I actually didn't get any progression for this trophy, so it didn't even matter and I wasted 30 minutes. But I found out about a strategy where if you start up a case and go to the hidden vehicles, you can total them at least 6 times. You will rack up way over $47,000, and that's what I did and we got the trophy. Public Menace, rack up $47,000 in penalties during a single story case, let's go. So we are back on track to get a 100% completion, and our next step is to go ahead and find all 50 gold film reels. And I'm not gonna lie, it took me around 2 hours and I didn't pee the whole time, so you'll see in the clip that I really needed to pee. And after that, we need to find 8 novels and 20 finals, and that'll be it for the collectibles in the game. Oh my god, there it is, the last one. That's number 50. I have to pee really bad. The Big Sleep 50 out of 50. Hollywoodland. Let's go. Find and inspect all gold film reels. There we go. Let's go. So this next trophy we get from 5-starring every case. I'm pretty sure there is a total of 21 cases, not including the first 4 since there are tutorial cases. We had mostly all of them done because I decided to get them done on my first playthrough, just so I didn't have to play another 20 hours of this game. So we were only missing 3 and then we got our trophy. Shamus to the stars, complete all story cases with a 5-star rating. Let's go, baby. There we go. Well-read individual, there's our DLC trophy. the City of Angels. That's for completing the game 100%. And we got the Platinum Trophy. Collect all other trophies to unlock. It doesn't even have a cool name. But there we go. We got LA What's this? Oh. It's level 250. Alright, cool. But yeah, we got LA Noire's, or however you say it, Platinum Trophy.